Alright, boys.
So now the gang's all here. So, did they tell you what this interview is for? Hi.
Not really.
Okay.
Come over here, partner.
Well, this interview is for a porn magazine
Oh, cool.
called Burning Angel. Is that a first for you guys to be in a porn magazine?
Well, there's
It's the first for us to be a straight.
It's the first time I did an interview in a porn magazine.
Oh, okay.
There's some things I wasn't very proud of in college.
Yeah.
You should know.
After college,
I
too.
took one credit.
There's some things I wasn't
I
proud
took
of.
one credit and then the gay porn.
And then the...
You know,
took over
it's
your life.
Who
here's
said it was
there.
gay?
I know. Not gay porn, dude. That's not what we're talking about.
So
Or
you
are
guys
we?
have
Is it
never...
gay?
No, it's... Well, I mean, there's like lesbians on there, but no gay sex.
That's acceptable.
Yeah, that's how everyone seems to feel. I don't know. It's kind of a double standard, but
I don't care.
I don't really care.
that's the way it
I'd rather look
goes.
at lesbians
People
than
can fuck
gays.
however they want.
I don't necessarily want to pay money to look
I
at
don't
it.
want to see certain aspects of it.
Well, the other... It's for two websites. Burning Angel's like a kind of vanilla, but with tattooed chicks porno site.
Vanilla butt?
But the girl...
Oh.
Well, there's probably vanilla butt, too. But the girl... It's like, you know, like a porn site, and the girls happen to be tattooed.
Oh, that's sweet.
And they make DVDs, and they win awards and all kinds of stuff. And now they have a print magazine, and they've been letting me interview my favorite metal bands for it. So it works out in everyone's favor.
Cool.
It sounds very tasteful.
Yeah. A quality
Tasteful
publication.
band, so you know.
It's delicious.
So the topic has been something that affects the porn industry and the music industry, is that we've been discussing...
AIDS.
Well, that's probably a valid point too, but it's actually probably more in the metal scene than it is in the porn industry.
There's a lot stricter testing.
We can't afford the testing.
There's no mandatory STD tests for like banging bands, is there? Should there be?
Not yet.
Should we regulate this in some way?
Probably.
There's also the myth that's like band members are not getting as laid as much.
Yeah.
You don't think so? I was going to ask you guys for awesome sex
We play death
stories.
We
metal,
play
so
death metal. There's
most
like
of the
there's
girls-
4 chicks in the crowd.
And they're
One
afraid?
chick's with her boyfriend. The other chick fucks all the dudes in the bands, but she's a social climber, so only like certain people.
Yeah,
And
cooling
then
out.
the third chick is there to do like an interview with the band, and then the fourth chick is, I don't know where she's
She's unfuckable.
Yeah, she's unfuckwithable.
Yeah.
So there's no awesome tour sex stories to be had?
Nope.
Come on.
No.
Isn't that why you join a band?
No,
Not this
absolutely not. No, if you're gonna play in like a rock band, sure.
Yeah. Not if
Death
you're going to
metal,
play in a death
absolutely
metal
no
band.
way, no way.
The girls get freaked out by you guys because what do they think is the
Well, the music
consensus?
sounds retarded. Why would chicks listen to it?
I listen to it.
Most chicks wouldn't listen.
Sometimes
Yeah.
we get freaked out by the chicks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually,
Like,
not
sometimes when a chick's like, yeah, let's party. I'm going to drink you under the table and then, like, beat you up. It's like, this is not
Oh, you're not into
Yeah.
that?
thing.
No.
Actually, yeah.
First day.
I think if there is any metal chicks there that are down to do something, yeah, they're pretty scary. It's like,
Really?
all right, I don't want to compete with your drinking skills or whatever. I'm just gonna take it easy. I got my drink,
I've gotten yelled at by a lot of metal chicks. Like, not in a mean way, not like but just like, yeah, Ron! You're like, whoa,
And you
girl.
get
Like,
that freaks you out?
Well, it's sort
A
of
little bit
like
much.
want to be masculine, and it's like,
Yeah, it's not that.
Well, it's hard for us,
I'm
you
a
know?
guy,
We don't have a
so-
place. It's like hard for us to find a place.
Right in front of the stage.
I
like,
agree.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well,
I mean,
just,
it's
you know.
not really a very female-friendly.
I do.
No.
It's just not. Yeah, it's all testosterone and shit.
I was going to
can see,
ask
like,
you about female fans too, but I guess that answers that question.
Yeah, yeah.
There's dozens of them worldwide.
Yeah.
I think there's probably more than you realize.
No, there are.
Maybe.
Well, they don't talk to us after the show.
And it could just be that they're creeped out when they go to a metal show. They have all these dudes always constantly trying to hit them.
It's really true. As a girl that goes to metal
really
shows.
bad. So it's like, okay, there might be some chicks that are interested in talking to you, but you're going to get cock blocked
By the
like
time that you've met
a
them,
million
they're gonna hit them
times.
by like 40.
Yeah,
And
it's
you're like
true.
sitting there, okay, well,
They
there's a
circle.
line of dudes just
Starting
it's
with the
stupid.
14 other guys that are on your tour package.
Right. Starting with the bands, and then there's the people in the, then there's the crowd.
The audience
So
is
it's-
worse
yeah, come
than the
on,
bands. It's,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me.
Not conducive to getting laid at all. But we tried. No, I'm just kidding.
Also, like, we're all a little bit. I mean, not like we're like old, but I mean, I'm 35, or I'm 36 now, I just turned 36.
That's not that old.
So, but I'm just mean like, when you're in your
Older.
20s, it's like a lot more fun.
You have more
Yeah.
gusto. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to these chicks, and when you get older, you're like, yeah.
So after a show, you just like want to like
We
eat
just
some
wanna
soup
make
and cuddle.
money, which we're not.
It's not
We're in
happening
the wrong
for you.
business.
Just hang
but-
out with the fans and talk, talk
After the
with
show,
them
I
about
just like to
music
have a
and
drink.
stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of times
you know?
it's just you
Usually
don't want to
too
be
tired.
looked upon negative, in a negative aspect. Like all you're out there to do is just try to
Get laid and party.
Maybe when you're
That
younger,
doesn't
that's
sound
part of
that
the
negative.
challenge. Well, well, yeah, it could have negative effects on your band too.
I mean,
And you also have drama too. So like, if you get with a chick, then she's like, she has some dude that she used to be with,
invariably her
who's in some other
ex-boyfriend
death
is in
metal
some other
band, and then
band.
you're
Yeah.
like, hey man, I heard you were hanging out with me.
Yeah, because it's like a small community and everyone
fucking
fucks each
stupid.
other and it's kind of incestuous.
We've all been through that, I'm sure.
But yeah, I think we've all been in a similar situation.
Because there's only 5 chicks at the show.
Exactly.
There you go.
So is that something that changed, like when you first got into making music? Were you like trying to party all the time and get with girls, and then you got a little more serious about it?
I think it was more like, at first I was more serious about it, and then in the middle I wanted to party all the time and bang chicks, and now I've sort of gone back to being more focused on the music or whatever. And I mean, also like, when you tour 2 months out of the year, you can fucking rage every night and get
Right.
plastered and
Yeah.
snort blow all weekend and run around. But when you tour like, I mean, we've been
Every day.
since April. I mean, we've been home for like maybe a month and a half,
Yeah.
and we got like 2 months off, and then we're out from like February through next summer. So
It's like, here's the
tiring,
thing,
you
it's
know?
like,
sitting in a van 8 hours a day doesn't
you
make
can fucking
great.
party and be crazy if you want, but you're not going to be able to put on a good show, and you're
Right.
going to feel like shit. And,
Right.
I mean, we still party, but we just, we're taking.
We've definitely calmed down.
Yeah, just, I have a few drinks, It's like, okay, well, maybe I'll drink 20 beers, but I'll drink them in like
Nice catch.
16 hours. So
Yeah.
it's a lot different. When you're a kid, you got that fucking energy, you got to get it out of your system, and we already did that, so, well, except for him.
Except for
Oh, are you on your party
Squire
phase now?
Babcock here.
Yeah, well, he's younger than us, so he's
got
the wild.
gumption.
He's the wild
I
card.
get all the chicks. All
So do you have the
He
awesome
doesn't.
sex
He
stories?
doesn't.
No.
He doesn't get all the chicks, but he's got a lot of
He
guns.
does a lot of crazy shit, but I don't know about the.
I don't know how you guys have time for anything crazy. You're touring like every
Exactly.
fucking
That's
day.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
We play when we're out. We play almost every day. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, thank God, Dylan behind you is our driver.
Yeah, he's
Which,
great.
I mean, if we didn't have him, we couldn't.
He's the glue that holds it all
We
together.
wouldn't be able to party at all.
Yeah.
We would all be constantly angry and cranky and tired.
responsible.
Yeah.
We would be more angry than we are right
Yeah.
now. I'm super pissed off right
This
now.
morning, but now we're all right.
Yeah, I was in a shitty mood this morning. I don't know why.
It's the
I
first
was
thing in
all-
the morning.
Yeah, that was pretty
It was a little
funny.
weird.
Sometimes when you wake up in Columbus, did you wake up here?
We did.
Yeah. I'm not from here. I'm visiting myself, so
Nice.
I found that I've woken up a couple days and been a little
Ohio's a
confused.
great place.
Well, let
to
me
be
ask you
fun.
this: how many porn stars are actually into metal heads? Are porn
You know,
stars into
you know what I've discovered actually
Death
from
metal
working on the
bands.
site is that there is a huge crossover of porn chicks that love metal. Like all of them, even like the vanilla porn stars that have blonde hair and fake boobs like metal. It's really true.
Huh.
I don't know what that says, but it says.
I don't know what.
With
Yeah.
fake tits are probably more to like Def Leppard or whatever.
Kind of
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Like
Probably
Avenged
into, like, handsome
Sevenfold or
dudes,
whatever.
Well, yeah, they probably they do.
That's,
Well, I
honestly,
know, like, for example, like strippers or bikini dancers are always.
same thing.
They always go out with death metal dudes or rockers.
Yeah, they
in
do.
general. I think death metal is sort of like the new rocker guys, or whatever. Like in the 90s or the 80s, it was like rocker guys. And
Yeah.
now it's death metal. I
Now
think,
it's death
'cause that's
metal.
like the new rock and roll.
So do you think there's gonna be?
What's up?
Well, the thing is like probably porn and death metal are probably the same, where it's kind of an underground kind of scene.
Pretty extreme.
They're
Yeah.
both a little
What's
more.
this thing mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, with porn,
They're
it's a little
both
more.
nasty and sleazy and different ways.
They're both frowned
I mean, it's still
upon.
kind of like
By certain
you know,
people.
By certain
it's
people.
the
Yeah.
in normal society's
And, you
eyes
know-
kind of looked down upon, basically.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the same.
I think the whole like fear of death and sex drive or whatever, they're just like basic human impulses that
Has something to do with
society
each
doesn't
other.
want to like acknowledge the fascination with death. But
Yeah.
yet Stephen King
It's like the
is
gray area, that
Yep.
people don't want to talk about, but it's part of
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People fuck and
job.
people die. So,
It's our job. We just
There's a whole lot of rock and roll.
So is there time for any porn in your life with all this traveling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially with like smartphones.
With the iPhone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Here we go.
done.
We have iPhone apps for Burning Angel now.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
great.
download me.
Yeah, I know all about that.
So what kind of porn are you guys watching?
Just regular shit.
What does that mean?
No.
Nothing,
Regular
nothing
shit.
weird.
I
Like
think Matt's more the connoisseur.
yeah, he's way more into it.
It's more like
I don't even know the names of them. I just watch clips and go, all right, cool. I don't need that much time.
You don't have a favorite porn star?
I like that. What's that chick's name? Fuck. The one that's married to the biohazard guy.
oh, dude,
She's not married to him anymore.
Oh, she's not. Well, whatever. She was.
Yeah.
She's good. And I like Sativa Rose. She's
Yeah,
awesome.
me too.
I like there's this chick named Nella, I think, like a brunette. Really
He's into foreign porn. Now we know a little more.
I find a lot of like European and British porn. I end up watching. So
Yeah.
she's great. I don't know. I still like all porn stars from when I was
I like
a
the
kid, though.
Latino ones.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
I like
Yeah.
PJ Sparks and like Savannah and all that.
Man, it's good. Yeah.
Hey, man, you're thinking Tara
First
Patrick,
impressions,
right?
man. Yeah, that's
Tara Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah. She's pretty beautiful.
Yeah, she's hot as fuck.
Yeah, but she's not with Evan Seinfeld anymore. She left him. He's got a new girl now, who's a little Latina girl. You'd probably love her. She's like 4'11", and her name is Little Lupe. She's really, really sexy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Buddy, starts
Now you know what to look up when you have your porn.
I'm not single. But if I was,
Oh, so wait, does that mean you can't watch porn because you're single? No.
No.
if my girlfriend said I couldn't watch porn, I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah, what kind of girlfriend won't let you watch porn?
I don't know.
about? That's a bullshit.
That's the girlfriend that gets dumped.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, hi.
So do you watch porn with the girlfriend?
No, I'm not into that. That's
No.
weird.
He says
It
yes.
depends on the girl.
Some chicks are cool to do it with, but yeah.
A lot of girls get insecure about that shit.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. It's just,
I don't know, dude.
for me.
We're totally
He's done it. I don't get to do that.
apparently,
What
like,
about you, Mike?
I watched porn with a girl, yeah.
Yeah?
What about you,
And you'll
Rob?
do it again?
Yeah, one of the best things ever is actually getting a blowjob while watching.
While watching
Yeah,
porn?
that sounds pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that, but
hey,
that's cool. And
She was into it, so I was like, hey, yeah.
the best is when you bust your girlfriend watching your porn. Oh,
That's my money shot.
it's like, don't worry, I
Wait
won't
a
tell my mom, but yeah.
Rewind that. Let's do this together.
wow, that's hilarious.
That's happened.
So if you think that like death metal's the new rockers for strippers and porn stars, do you think there's gonna be like a death metal sex tape that emerges in the next
That would be
couple?
hilarious.
Black metal porn
Yeah,
that's
they have
out.
like black metal bitches.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
No, but like, here's
Wait,
the
there
thing.
was some old
You
black
can't
metal, right?
scandalize the death metal scene. Because
Yeah, it's already
already
is
scandalous.
already socially disconnected
matter.
participating in it.
a
Yeah.
bunch of
The
social
only thing would
retards.
be
It's
like if a
already-
dude had a small dick and then everyone would make fun of him for having a small dick. But it wouldn't be like,
Oh my god.
Plus, there's all these black metal albums from the 90s. It's like some
Chicks,
dude
tits, all
fucking a chick in the ass, like
Yeah.
on the cover. It's like, all right. Obviously,
And you know-
sex and death metal is intertwined. Like,
I mean, sex and everything's there.
yeah, but I mean,
Sex is like selling.
no, but I mean, album imagery and,
Right,
and
right.
whatever. Yeah.
You know what's interesting is I've interviewed a couple of foreign black metal bands who like have sexual lyrics and they never want to talk about sex with me. They get real uptight. Every single one. They have no sex stories.
Oh, they're probably uptight because they're from
They're
Norway.
the most boring human beings.
Yeah, they don't talk.
I mean, I don't mean to like generalize. It's not nice. But
I'll generalize because I don't care.
So you have a lot of hatred for the foreign metal scene? Is you have a lot of hatred for like Norwegian
No,
black
they're
metal?
just boring.
Oh.
It's like when you hang out with them, like, all right, I'm going to drink a shitload and then pass out.
And it's not
They don't
fun.
talk. It's weird. It's just different, you know. Everybody's different. You know, wherever you go, people do
their culture is very
thing.
boring.
Yeah.
To us, their culture is boring because we're crazy Americans.
To them, our culture is idiotic.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
think we're morons.
I'll take the idiocy over the.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
rather be an idiot than a boring guy that
You
just
are an
stands.
idiot.
I know I'm an idiot, and so are you.
Absolutely, but I'm more boring.
You are more boring.
So this this tour, you guys are hanging out with Goat Horror and the dudes from Havoc. Are they fun?
They're awesome.
Yeah, great.
Good guys.
Awesome
great
tour
band.
package.
Yeah.
They are not.
Not boring?
Goat Horror might be a little bit, like, maybe Goat Horror should be a little bit more boring and make everybody's
Yeah, no,
life a little bit better.
That's what the entertainment is all about, though. Is you can always have that one band that's just over the top.
Yeah, and
Danny and
that's
James are trouble, you know?
Yeah.
and that's Goat Horror on this tour. They're the over-the-top ones.
What's that?
Goat Horror's the over-the-top ones on this
They're
tour.
like the bad influence. They're like the little red guy on your shoulder that's like, don't worry about it.
Come on, man, do it. It's okay.
I know it's your 4th. Don't worry about it.
That's
and it's
cool.
7 p.m. It's cool. Go ahead,
That's awesome.
That's bad influence.
Great guys, great bands though, for sure, man.
Yeah.
I think we save our energy for, like, you know, getting crazy on stage, and then when we're not on stage, we don't really get that out.
Pretty laid back.
We just want to put on a good show. We don't want to fuck around, except for this guy.
No, I mean, that's really like, before we started touring again, Wes and I just talked about going on tour, and we're like, you know, we got away with a lot of stupid shit as far as like partying super hard. And we're like, you know, we just can't do that anymore. I remember the last time I played in Canada, like 6 years ago, we did a show in Toronto where Wes and I are old bass player. We're just totally demolished, like super drunk.
Yeah.
And after like vandalizing one of the other band's equipment, like I just remember driving drunk through the streets of Toronto on a suspended license in a rented van that wasn't supposed to leave California, throwing beer cans at pedestrians, and amazingly never got a DUI, never got arrested. Everything was totally cool. And I'm just like, you know, let's not do that anymore. Let's just not.
You don't recommend that behavior.
No, it's bad. Like, especially the thing is now, like, I think we just have more of a sense of wanting to do a good show for the kids and like give people their money's worth, and also, you know, get paid a little bit more now. And it's like when you're making $150 a night, it's pretty easy to not give a fuck. You just go on stage, trashed, break stuff because who cares?
Yeah.
You know, not that we're making so much money. I mean, obviously, but you know, I think we're a little bit more focused or whatever.
Just want stability, you know. It's like you can do your job and then you can party around that, but you have to. It's like you have to facilitate the job with, you know. You can't just get wasted because you just get to a point where you're like, okay, well, you can't keep doing this anymore.
Yeah.
Especially
Like,
with YouTube, like you
and
really
then
realize
people show you how fucked up you
The
are, right?
one fucked up thing you do is going to be replayed and replayed and
Yeah, like, hey,
replayed.
dude, check out what you did. You vomited into this person's face on the stage, like,
And for me, it's just more of hearing how sloppy.
And it
play.
sounds
It's just,
horrible,
like,
yeah.
embarrassing.
That was like the last tour we did, you know, before we went on
split
hiatus. It
up,
was like,
yeah.
oh god, we got a soundboard recording. It's like, dude, we are drinking way too much. It sounds horrible.
Yeah.
So
you
scale
got
it back. I mean, we
to
still sound
Now we just sound kind of
acceptable now, but
I don't think that's
We sound
true.
acceptable. We don't sound acceptable. We sound.
we're all right. But yeah, compared to like back in the day when we were younger and more stupid, you know, we just didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And now I think it's like, it's all about having some kind of longevity in the scene or whatever, and putting on a good show where people remember that and say, oh, cool. And it's not about, you know, individualism of getting wasted and like, all I care about is numbing my brain, you know. Now we want to focus on the goal, which is
Which is what? Putting on an awesome show?
So, like, you don't want to, you know, like after the show, before the show, when you're all blasted, you're talking to the kids, and then you end up being like super rude to somebody.
Yeah, because you're hungover and you're like just in a bad mood, like, oh, fuck you, man.
So do you like that part of it? Do you like to meet fans and like talk to the people that come to
I
shows?
mean, like, 99 times out of 100, yes. I mean, every once in a while, like,
Occasionally there's somebody who's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Usually the fans are nice.
they're awesome. They make you feel like, they just kind of remind you how lucky you are not to be, like, sitting somewhere doing dating.
It makes you feel like there's a purpose to the whole thing. It's not
You know,
just
like, even the
waste of
show,
time.
like last night, it wasn't such a, it was an okay show, but it's Monday night in Detroit, it's gonna turn out.
Detroit last night?
Yeah, and still, you meet a guy who's like, dude, I've been waiting 11 years to see your band. I'm so pumped.
That's awesome.
It's like, you know, even if there's fucking only 100 people here, like this guy is, we're like making his week, and it's like he deserves to see a good show, and it's like, oh, it kind of makes you realize like all these years of putting out records and riding around in a van and smelling everybody's fucking being out and farts. It's like, oh, all right, well, we accomplish something that's like pretty worthwhile.
And the thing is, it's just like you want to be as cognizant as possible on stage so that you can put the best show on possible that you can do. With, you know, obviously there's a lot of variables with, like, you know, the sound on stage and the equipment breaking and whatever. But to throw another variable in there of being fucked up on top of that, it's just like, dude, Jesus.
So has there been any mishaps so far on this little tour?
Not too bad, no. This tour's been pretty good.
So far, so good. But
Yeah.
it was weird when we started playing, and so far you had a guitar case smashed by airport security.
Oh shit!
An airline lost my guitar. Another flight, he lost his luggage. We played a festival in Germany and blew up his wireless.
Awesome.
We got this little black cloud over here.
It's you. You are.
Every now and then, lightning bolts and rain hits them.
I mean, like, I know what equipment works, so I just stick with that. But yeah, I plugged my shit in, and the wireless was like $600, and that just fried. I was like, oh, dude.
Oh, that sucks.
Fuck.
Mishaps as far as like, we haven't wrecked any bands. We haven't like
we've been
pulled
pretty
over and
lucky,
arrested for anything. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Knock on particle board.
No, like, extremely bad shit. Just a minor annoyance.
But we are
So-
lacking porn stars at our show. We can make something happen with that.
Well, you guys are going to New York
What's
next.
that?
New York is happening. I'm sending like 3 girls from the company are gonna be there,
Yeah, right.
and they're all really nice.
All right, cool.
And I would have brought girls here, but they give me a hard time about bringing people with
You
me.
bring swag and you go on stage and throw it out.
Okay, they're good at that kind of thing. And there's like a whole bunch of new ones in New York. They're all like 18 and 19.
Bring professional DVDs with the bands.
They do that.
We do have a DVD player in the band.
Well, no.
One at a time.
Yeah.
Well, you guys will get free porn just for doing the interview too.
Sweet. Cool.
We'll hook you up.
That helps
gonna
out.
get real
That
weird
helps
in the
out on the road.
Sometimes being in the band is
Very handy on the road.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Jesse from Havoc right there.
Say hi to the
Hi.
Like porn.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to him about porn later tonight.
sweet.
Jesse gets to have a slumber party with me actually.
Nice.
Cool, dude.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any closing thoughts for people that may have taken a break from masturbating to read this interview?
Go back to masturbating.
Keep on fucking.
Stop masturbating.
Stay fuck.
Stop masturbating. Put on the new record. Go back to masturbating.
Okay,
How about that?
excellent.
Put on the new record, masturbate after
You'll
it's
get it done
done.
really fast.
Or during, we don't care.
Would you be opposed to using something from the new record in a porno?
That would be
It
hilarious.
doesn't really seem
So,
like my kind of mood music, but I mean, hey, it's easy.
I don't know if I would
I'd
want
rather
to see
listen
it,
to like
but
a
that would be really fun.
You wouldn't want to see a porno set to your music?
I want to see someone thrust up to 2 speed with the black. That's what I want to do.
We're game. How about that?
It
Actually,
sounds like a contest that
I'll
needs
say
to
this,
happen.
like, I don't like to listen to metal while I'm having sex because sometimes I get distracted. I'm like, oh, dude, that record.
Yeah.
So pissed off.
Wow, you are a true
asshole.
metal geek.
I don't
That
like
is like
doing
a
this
true
so
metal
much, like,
geek.
why are you not fucking me? I'm like, hold on. Okay, cool. Yeah, they don't really like that.
No, we don't like that. Stay focused when you're having sex. It's important.
Yeah.
So that's why I was so constant.
Stay focused.
Yeah. It's like,
Stay
stay fucked.
All right, with that, we're out. Thank you guys.
No problem.